back to part 4 of the Let's Play, and before I start off this episode, I might just want to point out that there might be a bit of background noise because my computer, my laptop even, is making noises because it's HP, and HP is always making noises, and that really annoys me. But we're going to go right into this part a bit strangely, because as Lily came home from her party yesterday, she noticed a few piles of trash outside her house, which she cleaned up later. But as she proceeded to go into her house, she noticed that it had been practically just ransacked. There was rubbish everywhere, but she'd cleaned up now. There was dishes, her files had been gone through, her boxes, just people had been chucking out stuff from her dish cabinet, and her clothes had just been emptied out on the floor, somebody knocking about her furniture. And she doesn't know who would have done that. She's really, really confused. Like, they've been knocking about her chairs as well. And she got a friend to come over and inspect the door, and she noticed that the door had just been the hinges had been sawed off. And whilst at first she was a bit confused as to why no one alerted her or anything, or thought it was a bit strange, so they called the police, she did realise that everybody in the neighbourhood practically was actually at the party that she went to. Like, there's Leah over there, there's Kelly, and then there's Alex, Jake, and Marcelina, who are all at the party. So she's really confused. Like, she's just really annoyed with herself. Like, just like, how could this have happened to her? And like, it's not even like the hinges between it's just her door has been like completely ruined. It's just been, someone had just put it to the side. It's just like, but what she's gonna do is, because the only household nearby is the BFF household, and as I just noticed also, Travis Scott is across the road, and he is talking to Lily's mum. So what I'm gonna have to do is, once she's finished cleaning up her toilet, which has been used for some reason, she's gonna go ahead and just go and talk to him. She's gonna, no, I'm not gonna give a cheerful introduction. She's like kind of a bit miserable today. So I'm just gonna have a very quickly at the toilet. As soon as she can.
Squamish,
So
Roadstock,
and Lily's mom's probably venting a bit.
Paza, Volmip,
The first person she really called was her mum and her dad. She was shaken. I mean, at first she went straight to sleep because she was just like, okay, look, I've had a bit to drink. I might be a little bit juiced right now, so I'm gonna just casually go to sleep, I think. And then she woke up and it was still there, and she was like, no, this can't be happening. And then, but the thing is, it had happened. So she knows that Travis Scott does like sort of hang out outside his house quite a lot. So she thinks he might have noticed something. He looks a bit sad right now. Maybe a bit uncomfortable, but we're gonna have her go ahead and talk to him. Come on, friendly introduction. So yeah, also for some unknown reason I cannot delete the plates, but I'm sure I'll fix that sometime soon. Okay, so he's just bored. So she's just sort of running over him. She sees him, she's just like, okay, I've got a game. She's a bit dirty though, because she's just been in such a rush. I mean, she has today off, but she's incredibly annoyed that just today of all days was the day she came back, and like all of that had happened, because she just wanted to relax, you know. She didn't want to have to spend the entire day just cleaning up her house. Which is, she sounds so miserable. Actually, before I go into this conversation, I'm going to turn down my game options, my audio, the voices needs to be down a lot further than that, up into about 10%. Apply changes. There we go. Because I did get quite a few complaints in a few previous episodes that all you could hear was like the Sims voices, and I will probably start to edit my videos a lot less now because I don't do them more, but I want to be able to upload more, especially during Christmas. So she's just going to talk to him, like, gossip about neighbours, because she wants to gossip about, did anyone see anything, did anybody see anything at all, and like discuss neighbourhood changes, which would obviously be her house. Like, her house has just been completely, so she's going to vent about it a little bit. And because she's been telling me things, because she just thinks, because also after analysing everything, she realised they hadn't stolen anything. They'd been through her fridge, they'd had a bit of food by the looks of it, they'd had a bit of cereal and stuff, but they hadn't stolen anything, which the first thing she can think of is that somebody's stalking her, because she's just like, well, if they're so interested in my stuff, then it's just like that. So she thinks she's going to blame it on the local youth. She thinks it's going to be just their fault. Maybe they're just rummaging around my house, you know. So she's going to ask about his day. But then I'm going to have a go and get washed a little bit. He's a bit bored, but the thing is, what he's saying is that there was a very loud noise coming across from your road, and that he did shout out, "Could you please turn down the noise?" earlier on. But the thing is, when he did that, it just stopped, and then he went to bed, and it came back on again. As soon as he went in the house, it just came back on again. He just heard it up again, just like going. So she's just gonna give him. Okay. So well, he's gone now. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go home because she's just like, okay, I've had enough. I'm just gonna relax. And after going on her search history, she found a few really weird things like, how can I be forgiven? And like images of cats, and it's just really, and like someone had been on their Instagram by the looks of it, because she has got an account but it wasn't her, she uses it on her phone mainly. So she's just so confused. She's just like, okay, well, why did this happen to me? Like, she just so I'm gonna have her go ahead and just yeah, I'm just gonna invite one of her friends over. Let's see which friends will not be busy today, because I do want her and Leo to talk about their relationship a little bit, because I feel as if Leo doesn't see it as a proper relationship. He sees it as more of a thing, like just a casual flirtationship thing, like they're just friends. But Lily really wants to pursue something more with him, but I think for now they're gonna just be good friends. Like there's no more than that. I might have her invite Natalie over. I'm not so sure. Travis, I could have her invite James, because he might know a thing or two, because he's quite clever, but he isn't available now. Alex isn't available right now. Tony, that's one of her friends as well, actually. Isn't her friend? Her mum. She spoke to her mum and her dad earlier on. Marcelina. See, the first thing she thought whilst looking through her stuff for stuff that had been stolen was that Marcelina had come and ransacked her house, because Marcelina was seen leaving extremely early from the party. So she's just like, okay, well, she hates me, right? So maybe that's a reason for her to, I don't know, ruin my entire thing. So, I'm going to have her invite Kelly over, because she does need to repair her friendship with Kelly a little bit. Because I think she's got the day off. Yeah, she has. So I'm going to invite Kelly to hang out with her now. But it's just like, she just realised it can't have been Marcelina, because they didn't steal anything, unless Marcelina just wants to really creep her out. So she's going to sort of give Marcelina the cold shoulder a little bit, because she's a bit... them two are still not making it up. They're still both extremely annoyed at each other. So I'm going to have to invite Kelly in, and, she's just worried, and she's just really scared. And the thing that annoys her the most is all our friends have been planning this party for Jake, because in this episode Jake will be moving out of his house. He's going to be, he's taken a decision that he called up everybody, and he took the decision to move to Windenburg with his good friend Jessica, because it's a bit of a long story. I'll probably explain it a bit more on my Get Together LP, which I have taken a decision that I'm going to sort of merge these LPs together. I think I'll probably play with them in separate worlds, but I don't really know. I think it makes more sense like that, but for now, Lily's just going to casually she's invited Kelly, she'll be like, oh, 1 moment, I need to go and get, she's like cleaned, she's going to take a brisk shower, because she needs to just get ready. So she's going to take a vacation day tomorrow, because she's just incredibly horrified. She needs to sort everything out, like, but she's pretty confident that it will be fine. So they've sorted out a party for Jake, and she's just kind of annoyed, because like today was going to be the party, and she's just so busy, and it's just, she wants to just relax, because she's having her day off. She actually wanted to spend time with Leo a little bit, but she just couldn't, because like she's just kind of embarrassed as well. She's just thinking about like how all this has happened. So Kelly's gonna be taking out the trash. So Kelly's obviously heard about what's happened. She's trying to be as helpful as she can. Like, she's worried for Lily, because she just knows that something incredibly wrong has happened. Like, it's just not right. So I'm gonna have them talk to each other in a little bit once Lily has indeed taken out the trash. my game is being a bit laggy. Might go and save the game a little bit. So like I said, like all the stuff's been moved. She's got alcohol bottles on the floor, and she doesn't even. The thing is, like she hasn't even. She only had like a few bottles of beer, but like all that just went. It's not there. Like they're just the empty bottles on her floor now. So she's thinking that the person who done it must be an alcoholic. Like she's sort of in her mind piecing together parts of this entire mystery, because she's just like, no, there's no way I'm letting this go unnoticed, because she thought about possibly calling the police, which she has actually, but they've been very busy recently. There's been another case. There's been a massive case in Oasis Springs about squatting, and they've been really on that case about squatters and stuff in houses. So they're just trying to sort that out. And there was quite recently a murder. Someone had killed. The owner of the house had killed a squatter who tried to sneak in whilst the owner was still living there. So it's a very controversial topic that everyone's talking about, but she's just gonna talk about her day a bit. She's feeling a bit better now, like, can you see? So she's gonna gossip about neighbours, like, did you see anything? Like, you know, gossip about Marcelina as well, because, you know, that sort of stuff kind of happened. I'm actually going to start a little group as well. I'm not going to do it, like, because groups, I think, are necessary in the game. It's a really good idea that they had groups in the game. I don't know how to create a group, though. I think I just click on her, click on actions, and form group. And, I can't have any other sims. Okay, well, we'll form the group a bit later on, I guess, but the group's mainly just Kelly, James, Alex, Jake, Marcelina, and Lily, which is 6 sims. So I think at the party they'll form their little group, because they're all sort of a group. Even though some of them do not like each other, because they're all neighbours. Like it just makes sense, you know. So Kalisha's telling her that Kalisha actually did hear the same noise that Travis heard, which is like a noise of like some sort of saw or electric saw, coming from Lily's house, and she just assumed that Lily got there early and she was doing some handiwork, but she was a bit confused because she knows that Lily isn't the sort of person who'd do handiwork, and she's just like, that makes no sense. But she was too tired at the time to really bother at all. She was just like, okay, like Lily, she'd had a bit to do, but she hadn't had as much. She was still quite sober, but she was just a bit tired, and she just wanted to go to sleep because she wanted to make the most of her day. She's that sort of person, Kelly is. And so she's just asking, like, okay, well, did you see anybody? And the thing that Kelly said is she did see a few people walking past. Originally when she came home, she just just say hi to a few people, and there were a few people that didn't respond. There was one ginger guy specifically, but, you know, that's beside the point. It doesn't matter. It's just, like, the most important thing right now is, like, you've been ransacked, and we need to sort, like, this out. Like, this is just so big, it's just... so she's sort of asking Kelly, like, has this ever happened to you? Like, do you have an experience in this? She's like, and Kelly's just like, no, because the area is quite well known for being quite safe. Although there was a robbery a couple of years back when Kelly first moved in to Willow Creek, but that's the only one she's known of. And they found the culprit, and that was. I was actually one of the ones who started the big squatting scandal of Willow Creek, which sounds a bit stupid, but it is a big thing right now. So Kelly's just sort of hanging about, and Lily's just like, okay, it's been great talking to you, but actually no, I'm going to talk a bit longer. Let's just gossip about the neighbours outside a little bit, because I think, they need to talk a little bit. I'm going to have her asked to leave, just because it's like, it's too much, really, you know, she can't have Kelly around for too long. It's just, after all this has happened, it's just the worst possible thing to her. It's just really, really just awful. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her sort of be a bit vigilant. She's going to go and start asking about, which may or may not be the best idea. Probably isn't a very good idea. So Kelly's just like, oh, I understand completely. It's just like, yeah, of course, fine, I'll go. I'll see you later. Okay, bye, Lily. It says like that. So, also, this will help towards Lily's aspiration, because she does need to introduce herself to 10 sims, and she has about 2 people who she needs to introduce herself to, but she sees this old man, and Oh, who's that? Is that Skylar? I'm just curious. Oh no, it isn't. But she, the male people just sort of wander about quite often. So she's gonna sort of interview this woman, which is gonna not be very good because she's quite sad actually. But yeah, she's just gonna sort of work on her aspiration a little bit, along with just trying to find out like who did this to her, because she's determined to find out the culprit. She's just like, there's no way she's letting this go. She's never gonna let this go. But tomorrow she's just going to take off work. I think I'm just going to have her sort out everything. And this part will be quite short because I do want to get it up as soon as possible. Because I do need something up. Because I've been uploading a bit over weekly, which is which isn't that good. So now I'll try to cheer up first because she's just like, are you okay? Like, ask about it. I'm going to have her just sort of ask about, I might have her ask a few children as well, even though that's probably not the best idea. Lily right now, she's just angry. I mean, she isn't particularly angry, she's more energized, she's just ready. She's like, okay, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to sort out who this person is, I'm going to call the police, I'm going to get this person behind bars. That's why they're gloomy. So, she's just kind of talking to them, and yeah. I'm going to make a save the game right here, just because apparently that does also help a lot with, just making your game run a lot more smooth. So tomorrow the party's gonna start quite late, but she just needs to get her life together right now, really, that's all. So this part may or may not be about 10 or 15 minutes, because I just want to get it over and, I don't want to get it over and done with, but I'm quite short for time, and I really do need, it's important that I, just sort this stuff out, because what I'm planning to do is have my speed build for Jake and Jessica's house. I might do a creator sim of them, I might. Jake, I'll probably just redo himself. I'm also going to change his second name because it's a bit stupid, it just I made it on the spot because it wasn't a significant character, but then I thought maybe I should make it a bit more significant, so I'm going to change his second name, which is actually idiot spelled backwards because I was bored. I probably should have been a bit more professional than that, but whatever, I'm just going to go with the flow. So yeah, they're just kind of talking. She wants to return to her home. Oh no, you don't need to do that. So she's introduced herself to a few sims. Oh, Nancy Landgrab. Okay, this is going to be Lily's biggest mistake. Asking Nancy Landgrab about the whole squatting situation, because she has a feeling that maybe somebody who squats, it might have been like a squatter who moved into her house. I rubbish everything. It could have been like a homeless person, because if it is, she feels a bit more sympathy for him, because on her side, she has two views. She feels bad for them, but at the same time, can they actually not do it to me, please? That sort of thing. And she just completed the milestone. Oh, I was pressing that button. I always do that. It's incredibly annoying. I always press the map button. Because I use a laptop and don't use a mouse, I'm like that. Also, the new coloured maps is so nice. Oh, and there's a few little nice houses which I made. So Nancy's just been a bit like, oh my gosh, can you go away, please? This, that, the other. So I'm gonna have her just sort of yell at her and just be like, okay, go away now. Just no, shut up. My house has just been rummaged through without nobody. I don't know who did it, and I'm trying to find out stuff, and you're just here, not helping me at all. And she's just go away now. Just go away. She's had enough. Who's that? Oh, I think that might be a so much I made actually. Oh yes, that is actually something which I made ages ago, but it was a very, Bianca Barrington, she's an adult. She's actually the parent of I think she's like a carer for some of the other Sims creators and these possible suitors. But, I don't know, should I have I'll have a cheerful introduction, just kind of moaning about this. Oh no, you don't say goodbye to that guy. She's angry, okay, that's great. Okay, let's have her new thing. She needs to meet someone new in 3 different locations. Okay, so maybe we might have that sorted out today. I wonder if being on a different thing would count as a different location. I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna end this section off now, and I'll see you when the following day, probably when the party starts, because I think I'm actually going to send her to work, because she's just going to okay, I need to go away from my house right now. I am really traumatized by this, but I want to get away from my house right now, so I'm just gonna do that. So I'll see you later, and I'll probably have her house cleaned up by then. So, okay, and we're back, and Lily is just here eating some of her breakfast. And she's also had the news on a little bit on the radio, and she can hear a bit more news about the squatting. And she's heard on the radio that there's been a few similar cases to hers about how people have just been breaking into other people's houses, but not stealing anything, instead just using the facilities. And Lee's cleaned herself up a little bit. And before she goes off to work in about 2 hours, I just want to have a little show around about what she's done to treat herself a little bit, because after last night, she just did a little bit of late night shopping. A bit strange, but she's had enough. So she just last evening she bought herself a brand new TV, because she got insurance for that. But she did have to change the truth a little bit. She said that she did lose a few items, which in a way she did. She did have to argue that, but she did get her insurance. About 2,000, which is quite a large amount considering it was only ransacked, but that was mainly just to do repair, mainly because her door was broken as well. But that's been fixed. The repair woman came, she fixed the shower, she fixed the door, and yeah, Lily's just feeling a lot better today, just on the whole, she's just great. And I usually don't film before they go to work, but I just thought I'd have a little update. So she bought herself a nice bouquet of flowers as well, a few plants and stuff, she cleaned up all her mess, and she's just feeling a lot better, and I'm just kind of glad that she's fixed everything, and it's not a mess, because if you compare this now to what it was like earlier on, with the plates and the rubbish everywhere. Oh my gosh. He was asking her out on a date. She can't though, she's got work. I think she'd go to work, because, even though she's feeling a bit better now, she's still extremely just, tired of what happened. She's just, oh my god, the sink broke. Come on. Oh well, the sink broke, but I will just leave that for now. She also, part of the insurance cost was to get a security camera, which she did get, and she's quite happy with that. She's going to try and repair this thing herself. I had her hire a repairman last time, but she's just going to do that. But yeah, she got a security camera, so now she can check up on her phone and her computer to see if anybody has been who's been going past the house and the main door. Although one thing which she has forgotten is that the person did break in through the back door. But Lily just forgotten that. She just thinks that if I just make sure the front door is the main priority right now. But the thing is, I think her back door is actually quite vulnerable as well, because last time, someone just took off the hinges. The repair person was quite cheap because she didn't have much money to do it with. But we're just going to hope that they're not terrible. So I'm going to go to work, and I'll pick up later on when we're at Jake's farewell party. So Lily's arrived at the party. Her and a bunch of friends organised it. And it's a bit of a surprise to Jake, but he sort of expected it. There've been hints at it. So this is their house. So we're actually just going to have her go and hire a mixologist, which I forgot to do, which kind of annoyed me because it just cost a lot more doing it from the bar. But anyway, that's beside the point. And I'll just put the walls down a little bit. So this is their house, and the living area is quite nice actually. So we're just going to have them sort of do their thing. Before I get into this, actually, I'm going to very quickly save the game, because I do know that actually does help with lag issues, and I have been having quite a few lately, considering that my computer is very rubbish, and just, yeah, so hopefully it's a halt. But yeah, Jake was a bit sad about moving, but he did think that it was ultimately a really good idea, because he met up with his friend Jessica, and they spoke quite a bit, and they came to the decision that they should move out together, because it would benefit them both. He currently works as a policeman, but he's considering giving up his job a lot, even after going to police academy, because it was quite a miserable job, if he's honest. I hope the mixologist is doing their job. What's she doing? She's tending the bar. No. Order. I'm not paying 100. for this stupid woman to not do anything but whatever. So I'll have her tell a few jokes, I guess. I mean, we know she's not the best person for jokes because, like, I remember at her first party she was just telling jokes and everyone was just like, shut up. So hopefully this will work. So yeah, oh shit, it's funny. Let's have her give a funny joke. So tell a joke about Martians. So she's just saying a few jokes, and there's the TV on. And the house is quite nice actually. I mean it's quite a while back actually, but it is quite nice really, just as nice. Can our mixologist actually do her job, please? No, we got Kalisha bored. I mean Kelly. Kelly. We got her kind of bored. And James. James got kind of bored, but she's just happy. I think Kelly's the sort of person who would just be happy about everything. You know, like it doesn't matter. She'd just be nice about it. James would be honest, cruel but honest. But we're gonna have her talk a little bit. So thank him for coming, I guess. I'll have her talk a bit to Jake. I'll have her gossip a bit, and we'll just have her flatter him and this, that, and the other. I did notice that they automatically formed a group as soon as they were all invited to the party, which I found a bit strange, but yeah. I'm gonna have them all do a game of play cards with, we'll have a game of cards, so we'll do it with, I guess, them, him, and James. You know, her and Marcelina, like, in the red. My mixologist is a bit angry. Anyway, let's have a look at our relationship with Marcelina. Okay, so Nancy's in the red. Oh, it's just like, I think it's a bit of green. I can't really tell. No, they're just acquaintances. They barely know each other at this point. They're just like, no, can't be bothered. So come and play a little game, and hopefully that will get one of our goals accomplished. Yes, it did. So yeah, we're gonna have her socialise a little bit. He's a bit late to the game, but we'll have her talk a little bit to them. So let's have her thank him for coming, because you know it's good that the person who the party's about came. That's quite an important part of it. James seems to get bored. Like, everyone else is finding her quite funny, but like, I don't know. She, you know, tell an outrageous story. So she's gonna talk to them a bit more about what happened at her house. I think I'm gonna have her order a few drinks. Order drinks for a group. Can I do that? Order drink. Yeah, I can just invite. Okay, let's order drinks for group. That's it. And order just some. Oh yeah, this is for all of them. Yeah. I think that was, no, I'm not gonna go all out. Let's get a juice on the rocks, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like that's the right one. Oh, and we got the main goal accomplished. Maybe we might possibly be able to get. I don't know. Let's have Sims kiss. Can't do that one. No one. I don't think anyone's in a romantic relationship. Jake hasn't got anybody. Kelly. I should probably play with them a little bit. Develop a few of their relationships. I might do that between this part and the Christmas special thing, because that'll be the sixth. No, the fifth part of this Let's Play will actually be the Christmas special. And I must say that I have been uploading very not very frequently at all. That's because it's really hard for me to upload frequently, because my internet speed is very slow, so rendering and uploading videos do take a very, very long time. Like, I have to leave it on overnight, or like when I go to school. So in whole, the latest I could do is, if I did it all in one day, I could possibly have it once. So what I want to aim for, like, is to have twice a week, 2 videos a week, maybe. But I can't like guarantee that at all. I'm gonna have to take a drink. Does she want to take that drink? Come on, take the drink. I hope Kelly takes a drink. Oh god, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, that's a bit creepy. Creepy. So let's have them take a drink. Is she not taking that drink? Come on, take a drink. Okay, you've earned it. Your house has been ransacked. You know, you need to have a bit of, you know, something nice. Treat yourself. I mean, she has bought herself like a flat screen TV, so I suppose she has treated herself. But they're all just hanging out on the porch. I suppose it is quite a nice night. There's like no rain, because Seasons isn't in the game, of course. Speaking of expansion packs, I'm really excited to start my Get Together Let's Play. I've been thinking about it for a very, very long time, and I know exactly what direction it's going to go in. And I can't wait to introduce everyone to Jessica. Lily hasn't met Jessica yet, but I think what I might do is have what will happen is the second and sixth part of I get together. The second part of I get together let's play. Probably the third or second or third part of my get together let's play, and my sixth part, my solo let's play, will all just be like one part together. So it'll be like a part all together. So I might play with both of them, just because then I can have a video up all together. Because I don't know what I'd do. I just want it to be very Christmassy themed, and I don't know. I don't feel like I could just do that with each of them. And is Leo just wearing socks? I can't tell. Is he wearing shoes? I think he is. I'm not so sure. Oh, someone's had a drink. So I'm just gonna socialise a bit more. I want to try and get her and Jake friends. And like I said earlier on, I will change his second name because it is quite a stupid second name. As you may have noticed, it is idiot spelled backwards, which I definitely should not have done because that just sounds stupid. And no. So I'm gonna compliment his house. I mean, he's just sort of like, oh, is Jamie moving out? And this, that, and the other. Everyone's having. I do like the new interface quite a lot. It's quite nice. So you can see like all the people in the conversation. Oh yeah, I think that was because like, oh, she has a romantic relationship with someone, but it is Leo. I think. Were you there? I can't remember if I was filming but Leo did actually ask Lily on a date. So I was like, okay, but she had to go. Like I was like, okay, no, she's busy. But I in between then and now, I've actually had a bit of a break because my friend came over to watch something, and I just come back, and this has happened. So I'm just gonna do this and probably maybe edit the video a little bit more. I mean, I don't edit that much. Oh, let's make a toast. Eat cake. Ugh. You know what? No, it doesn't really matter. I think a silver medal's actually fine. You get like a seat or something, which will be useful for her, but I think I'll probably give that to Jake or just give him some money. And I'll probably make the house for around. What's that? She just got 2 cups in her hand. One of them looks like it's soaked her. I like it when they make a toast. It just looks quite nice. So the parties are actually it's gone quite quickly, so we can have a deep conversation a little bit. Are they friends yet? Ask about his day. Let's see. Oh, they're still acquaintances. Lily's had quite a bit to drink though, because the stuff that they used was quite cheap. It was quite, but it's very strong, so she's probably going to be a little bit juiced when she gets back. But let's just hope she doesn't forget to lock her door or something silly like that, and get house and get ransacked again. So we'll have her just brighten his day. So we're gonna have her have a bit more of a heart-to-heart with Jake, just because she really is gonna miss him. Like they sort of bonded a lot more. He was one of her really good friends, and now she's just stuck with Marcelina. No, it's quite a strange name, Marcelina, but I've heard it's a very popular Polish name. So I like to use different exotic names. I'll probably use some more of them in future Let's Plays. But you know, oh yeah, they're like a bit okay with each other. I think she's gonna. No, I just like using different names. You know. Oh, I don't know, I like this. Oh, actually, let's get a screenshot. Of all this. Yeah, we need to have a screenshot of this. Oh, that's just a great shot, I think. Although, I don't like the little club symbols. That's kind of irritating, because it's just all in the way. Like, Marcy's just sipping water in the background with the angry mixologist, and Lily's just telling her group, and she's being successful in it this time, which I feel kind of like proud of her. Like she can successfully tell the joke. That's not very that's not good. They're still not friends. Come on, you guys can be friends by the end of this party. I'm gonna keep her until they become friends. I'm gonna have a hug him. You know, she's getting a bit she's had a bit to drink, so she's sort of becoming a bit sloppy with her movements, and she's just a bit like this, that, and the other. So it's gonna be, I would say that, this, that, and the other. So they're going to be a bit, she's going to be a bit giggly and everything. I mean, she's quite playful right now, but I think she's going to become happy in a second. It's flashing his pretty loud. So that's the end of the party, and it seems to be not too bad. But Lily's had a lot to drink, so she's sort of a bit. She's just going to casually kind of stumble home, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching this part, and I'll see you in the next part, which will probably be a Christmas special, I think. It depends. I might have another part in between. It really depends because I need to think about how I'm going to upload my videos. But I do want to upload a lot more in December, so we're just going to have a hug. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.